Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, bringing you the Minish Randomizer Season 4 tournament. It is Group C, out of the group stage, Trenta versus Nimbus. On tracking for us are Artemis and Ogni, and on commentary joining me is Hendris. That's your... well...
Hello! Yeah,
I was gonna say, that's your cue to join me, Hendris.
No, I was screwing on my pop filter, that's why.
I see.
I quickly had to just mute myself so you don't hear the cranking noise of the it's not a spring, a screw. There we go.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first match of this tournament that's getting a restream. It's not the actual first match of the tournament. We've been going since Monday.
Monday? Yeah. Today's what? Saturday? Yeah. No.
Yes,
yeah.
It is. It is in fact Saturday. Well, mostly. I guess there are places where it's Sunday already? Anyways. Yeah, with Trenta vs Nimbus, both of these have played in previous tournaments. Not sure who I'd favor out of the two of them, to be honest.
I think Trent has like some background in speedrunning, but I think Nimbus has too, come to think of it.
Yeah, I know Trent does run a different game. Somewhat actively. I don't think Nimbus actively speedruns Minish Cap. I don't know if...
I think both of them have at one point speedrun some Minish Cap. See, but I don't know. Or some
sure,
Cap,
I mean, yeah, sure. Trent has done maybe one or two glitchless runs, I think. Possibly.
Yeah. Hello, Scrub Central. Welcome to the Raiders.
Oh yeah, Trent does also play OTR, I guess.
Yeah, you've got one of your own currently in the... yeah, in the seat.
So we've got an early cape. And... we're gonna get our first look at the South Harrowfield Ruby Cave in a moment.
Yeah. It's all downhill from here.
I mean, except when it's going uphill. Like, yes, you have to go down to get to the Ruby Cave, but...
okay, Sword, Cane, and Cape. That screams... yeah, that just screams like lower their folds and hoping for like a bottle.
Yes, you can just go to lakes, you can do all the Gorn Cave fun, you can do some town stuff if you want to.
Town stuff is usually... I like to just leave town stuff for, whenever I get back.
I leave town stuff, but that doesn't mean that there's nothing there. Oh yeah, they have a Tingle trophy.
It's a trap. No, it's not. We don't have traps here.
We do not have traps. That's... okay, that's a very early thing that it had a sword.
And a bottle from Swiftblade. That is access to... no, that's not access. Is it? It is!
Yeah.
It is access.
To what? No.
To kill flames, isn't it?
No, we don't have bombs. No? Or grip ring.
But we can...
we can't water the green beam with...
well, now we've got the bombs.
There are bombs!
Now we do.
Now we definitely have access to Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Cave of Flames is accessible without bombs only if you have grip ring, right? Because you need the green water, otherwise, and that's
or the jar, blocked. Yeah. Or the jar. Yeah, Cave of Flames is non-element. So, Trent and Nimbus have a feeling that they need to go there, but they don't want to go there.
Is Gusture enough? Don't you need bombs for the...
no. You can just use Cane and the jar to... so basically, you go up with
the green water itself.
Yeah. That's enough. You can use the cape to hop into one of the tornadoes.
No. To get to the green water to pick it up.
Oh! That's true. God damn it.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, you can do some stuff on Krenil without bombs with Cape, that you can't do otherwise without Cape, without bombs, but you can't get to Cave of Flames without either bombs or
Right,
gripping.
yeah. No, my thinking was that the hurdle might have been the bridge cave. But we can just use the gutter to just suck the mushroom on the right-hand side on the cliff.
Yeah, that part's not the issue.
Yeah. Let's see. Trent's doing the 0.
Yeah, Trent still needs to find
Nimbus-
the bottle to access Cave of Flames. Nimbus needs...
That was Swiftblade.
Yeah,
that-
Nimbus needs to
yeah.
find the bombs, which burn...
Oh!
That's a thing! Okay!
Now we know where the gas is.
That's really good knowledge. Like, that is really good knowledge. You now don't
Yes.
have a gas jar hunt.
Now you have a forethought hunt at the very
Well,
least.
sure, but you could have had a forethought hunt anyways.
Yeah.
And now you know the forethought is not locked by the gas jar. Which doesn't lock all that much, but it's something. Deepwood is an element. Yes, that's absolutely required, but...
Yeah, so the unrequired dungeons are Cave of Flames and Droplets. So, yeah. I can see Nimbus Tracker.
You can also see the screenshot of the elements that Ogni put in the restream chat. Yeah, no, this is a great example of how no traps completely changes how you approach a seed.
Makes it more boring, in my opinion.
No, it's...
Where's that thrill? You need that.
It just means that you can actually play around this sort of info, right? Without having to second guess yourself whether, like, oh, maybe that's a trap.
But the second guessing is a good part. But yeah, Trent is now gonna get the bottle. And yeah, I think we're gonna have him rush Palace, for example. Palace? No, sorry, Cave of Flames. Although, would he?
With Cave of Flames not being an element? I'm not sure. I mean, there's so much stuff open.
Yeah, it also could just be that one wildcard play. But, There's...
I mean, yeah, like...
one path and droplets. There's...
You can do Fountain.
Minish
You can
me.
full clear Fountain.
Fountain? Fountain's good.
Like,
I like that.
I don't know. I don't think that's the best option. But
Yeah,
it's
Nimbus hasn't done Tingle
an
yet.
interesting one.
And that's the bottle for Trent.
Interesting. Nimbus is
And
the
there's
one to
the element
dip
check.
into Krenner.
Yeah, so Trent now knowing that, okay, yep, but Quennel,
I mean, it's still
He doesn't like
a
it, but he's
lot
gonna make
of
it.
checks.
Yeah. And this is just the seed, just telling you where to go with a neon sign that has a arrow painted on it.
Is it though? It feels like there's like
We
other
are-
options that the seed's also telling you, like, hey, maybe you
We are
want to go
7
here.
minutes in, and we can comfortably clear Cave of Flames.
Sure. I'm not saying that I don't like this play. But you can also do a lot of town stuff, for example. Or go to, like, lake. Have we seen Minish Woods yet? Like...
I don't think we have.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. There's options. Trent making sure to talk to Eslo.
Yeah, saying hi.
Oh, Nimbus got a charm? Interesting. Or, like, set up a charm?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Trent might have, shouldn't have, should have maybe picked up that bomb drop there. Oh, never mind.
He's
There's another
fine.
one. He's fine.
But yes, I agree. If he hadn't gotten that, picking up that other bomb drop. Well, it does take, like,
Oh, he's
1.5
okay, yeah, no.
seconds. I don't know. It's definitely more risky to not pick it up, but you have a cape, so you need fewer bombs to get up. Like one
like
fewer.
one. Yeah.
Uh,
two, I suppose.
and I think he was on full bombs before, so I don't think he actually needed that.
He wasn't 7 when he chose to not
Wasn't
pick it up.
7.
That's like barely, you know.
You use 2 in this, no, 3 here, 4 there, so you would get up, but then not go further. So you really want 9. Yeah, if he wasn't full before, would have been fine.
Yeah,
he
there's
wasn't.
the beam on Kakos. So
oh, right, you also don't need these bombs. Yeah, he was fine.
Yeah.
No, 7 bombs there was fine.
He didn't know that, though.
No, he knew that he would have the cape in that cave to not bump the rocks.
Right.
That's what I
meant. Nimbus now also getting the green sword. Didn't know why I wanted to say blue there.
I don't know either. Okay, if you do that, you need more bombs.
Yeah. The first one should ideally be placed in the middle.
Well, slightly to the left, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Like, that second bomb would have gotten everything that the first bomb got as well.
Yeah. Bomb back.
There's the bomb back. That's a graveyard key. One less thing to worry about.
Ocni rolled, right? So we can blame him for this nice seat.
I was wondering, like, when do we need to start counting items for go mode?
Yeah, this
still a few to go.
This smells like jet. Maybe that's because
mainly kinstones.
We've had 2 pieces of we've had like 2 baked goods in this heat hash. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, we do need all the kinstones, so it's not likely to actually stay a jet seed.
Let's see. But yeah, Nimbus is now doing reverse Minish loop. Probably gonna extend this into Lake, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, like that's the other option, like the alternative to Krenel, right? You do Minish loop into Lake, like with Goron Cave on the way and stuff. And hope that you, like, find flippers on the way to droplets, basically.
And there's a Kinstone. That is Cloudtops. That's a very convenient place, because, you know, D-wood is required. You're gonna check that thing sooner or later. Not the...
I mean, that's an option afterwards. But,
yeah.
Well, it's not anymore, but, you know.
It was.
I mean, Lantern on... Oh god.
Wiggler.
That requires Forethought. That's amazingly bad. Wait, no. It would be if the check after. Like the hard piece after. Is what I'm thinking of. If that's Lantern.
Yeah.
It requires Forethought.
Or just the big key in upstairs and boss locked. That's also good enough. Okay. I think we only had a hard piece on 80, so wallets aren't really that much needed, I think.
I didn't pay attention to shop, but I trust you on it.
I think I only saw a hard piece and that's it.
Okay. So, yeah. We don't care about wallets.
Yeah. Trent now in Key of Flames.
Yep.
Heeding the call of the bottle.
Didn't even check for the first few items. Is definitely going in.
That is that is determination there.
I mean, if you know you're going in, it's just a waste of time to check first, right?
Yeah.
If you check them, you're basically saying, well, there's a chance that I just won't do anything here. And Trent doesn't have enough other options up on the mountain to make that play here.
Yeah, so now we're just waiting for someone to find new stuff first. Either going to be Nimbus, who does the eastern side of the map, or Trent, who's going to do the, like,
I mean, they could both find things easily.
Yeah.
Like, say Nimbus finds mids while Trent finds a sword.
Yeah. Bombs are really easily dispatched off with a boomerang, which both of them have. So if you ever run into the issue of bombs not doing what they want to do, or what you want them to do, just throw boomerang at them. They'll immediately explode without a fuse time.
Interesting.
No, right?
didn't know
Same
that.
applies. Same applies to arrows. If they're being hit by an arrow, they just go boom immediately. Okay, there's London Pot from Nimbus, giving us 20 rupees. Write that down. Write that down.
Interesting. Nimbus is going to check North Way Falls where the saves come, or is it? Oh, okay. It's often
Ferry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nimbus is
same
being a
logic
bit
you
more
could
thorough
apply to
here.
North Way Falls, right? Because the
Yeah.
setting the
Ooh.
quick warp into London
Hello there.
makes it kind of slow to get out of.
That was
And Trent
Ocarina
is
in
definitely
Cave of
going
Flames.
to be saving some time from that Cave of Flames trip
Yep.
and doing it this early. Like, even if that Ocarina, like, even if there's nothing else in Cave of Flames, an Ocarina this early, if Nimbus never goes there, might just be enough to pay for that.
Yeah. You just save so much time, but on the other hand, you are putting off town more than not. Usually people check town a couple times during their playthrough, just like 2 or 3 checks in town per like visit. But since we now have the Ocarina, we're not gonna visit town that often. We're not gonna be passing through.
I mean, that just means you've got to actively route it in more.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it then suddenly feels like, well, there's better options, but like, a lot of town was open really early.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't put it off for ages. And yeah, you do a lot of town all at once, which they can
Could be
basically
better, could be
do
worse. Yeah.
most of it. Like, they're missing flippers and a blue sword to do those things, and then books for Yolari?
I think so, yeah.
And a lantern for Half-Ledge.
Let's pray that there's no bad surprise in the library again, or beneath it. We've had a seed with a lantern down there in the water lately.
But we've
Oh,
already
one.
established lantern is Gusture locked in Deepwood, right?
Yeah. That seed wasn't fun. I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
I mean, I guess you could have vanilla flippers and a book in Deepwood and the lantern in the water there, after all. That counts.
Yeah. Hello, Estania. Get well soon, whatever's making you unwell. Yeah, get rid of that, whatever is doing it. Right. Trent going even deeper into...
Oh hey, Waveblade gives you Parabeam. You don't even need the hearts for it.
Yeah.
Like, you just sneak into the dojo and steal the technique from the guy's nose without him teaching you. Seems safe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Nimbus now in droplets. One of the wallabites, or roller beetles, I suppose, popping the other away from the ball.
Yeah. It looked like something where you could do a fancy throw to knock 2 of them in, but it got knocked out
DZ, no.
instead.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think it's RNG, I think that one's just positioning, right?
Yeah. Okay. There's red sword in droplets. There's always a sword and sword.
Okay. I still want to see another sword in
Yeah.
Cave of Flames.
Mitts and cough.
But I guess it could be Mids in Cave of Flames now.
Yeah. I mean, with the cape, traversing the basement is way quicker, so
Oh yeah, this is...
why not do it? This is like a no-brainer.
Yeah. There's an option to just set the red warp here. Well, you're always saying the red warp here to be able to quick warp after Dex chest.
Yeah.
You could not do Gleerock with the Ocarina.
Gleerock is a super slow check. It's just Ocarina doing... I think so, yeah.
This early, it probably is.
Yeah. Like, we're 20 minutes in.
Yeah. Like, if
When
Nimbus
you can
goes...
still make that jump.
Well,
There we go.
like, if Nimbus goes later, it's obviously worth it to have done it earlier, right?
Yeah.
If Nimbus never goes into Cave of Flames,
Oh! Oh!
it's more interesting, but...
Oh!
Okay, we're seeing Gleerock.
Ooh! Trend. I like that.
It is 3 checks.
That is bold. That's a 20-minute boss fight.
It's not 20 minutes. Oh, that's what you mean. Entering the fight at 20 minutes, not the fight taking
Yes.
20 minutes. Like,
Yes.
it's not a 20-minute fight, it's faster than that.
Throwing butterfly. Swampstone. A lot of rupees. It feels like 20 minutes because that's the end animation. That thing is alone taking up to like 20 seconds. That's the one.
Yeah, it's not fast checks. But it is 3 checks.
Especially if you miss the first cycle.
Oh, yeah, no, that doesn't help.
That's not helping either.
So yeah, on the first and second cycle you need to get 8 hits in a fairly limited amount of time.
Yeah.
And apparently Trent stopped after 6. Not sure if he miscounted or it ran out of time.
No, he ran out of time because Trent took a little dip in the lava bath
Okay,
prior to that.
yeah.
Nimbus setting quick warp and caster. Got the cape, so that works.
Yeah, you always, like, set the Ocarina board there, right?
Yeah.
And then... how much of caster you want to do depends on personal preference at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Beanstalk has... very good stuff.
A bow.
Oh boy.
A lantern, a sword, another caster canstone, so you're just missing one. Dog food. Yeah, you're definitely doing caster now.
Yeah. That is... yeah, Nimbus is just missing the boots, and now then he can like do a lot. That being graveyard.
Yes. Okay. No.
I'm making
Nimbus
sense.
has not picked up the graveyard key from Krenner.
Oh right, yeah, never mind then.
Like, there are a lot
assume
of
that-
things Nimbus can do, but actually doing Royal Crypt is not one of them, even if he found the boots.
I would assume that either Chaos Flames or Droplets is going to be one of his next like major spots that he wants to check out.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think with that lantern, you don't have flippers to do all the interesting stuff in droplets. Okay then.
That paid off.
This Cave of Flames play paid off amazingly well for Trent.
Be proud of it.
That is all the caster kinstones known to us, and that's another required kinstone behind. Wow. Okay.
2 butterflies of 1.
Yeah. Okay. So now Trent just needs to flute over to Lake, pick up his red sword, and he'll be in business.
Oh, yeah, business with a capital B here.
I'm sorry. What's going on with the seed? So we just got a third of the kinstones we need in like 20 seconds there.
Yeah, it wasn't very...
It was a cloud of kinstone, but still.
Dear God. Yeah, no, this smells of bakery, this smells of jet seed.
Yeah, somehow, even though we need all the kinstones, this is starting to feel like it might still be a jet seed. Oh. And yeah, Trenton Lake is going to enter droplets, is going to pick up the red sword, like... I'd be very surprised if Trent didn't dip into droplets here.
Whew! Yeah, so... we can almost get, like, 2 elements.
I mean... very almost, like...
very almost, yeah.
No mitts and no boots, but yeah. Those are the 2 that you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I suppose the... well, the portal can be anywhere, so... might as well be, I don't know, Octo.
Well, it can't be anywhere. It
Anywhere
cannot be
not
behind... yeah, it cannot be on blue shoe, it cannot be on green shoe.
Is anything good back there? No. Yeah, see, only a hard piece and chop.
Yeah. So yeah, Nimbus needs to figure out that Krennel is the play here. I'm not sure... Like, you have the lantern though. Wouldn't you want to dip deep into droplets? Instead.
Or deeper into deepwood.
You don't have deepwood access.
Oh, right, we don't have... yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting. I'm not sure in Nimbus spot I would go to mountain here. We'll see what Nimbus does.
Tom Minish.
I mean, Tom Minish might still have something. Like, if Nimbus finds the mids, that's going to be amazing, because it will make him go to mountain on a somewhat short notice, and hopefully click Hell Flames while he's there, right?
I think if he were to get the mids, his first 2 stops would be Hype Cave and Western Woods.
Well, yes, and then the 3rd stop is Midari's Mines.
Yes, Great Spin.
Yeah, Grip Ring would also help out a lot.
Yeah, Myth Spain. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if Myth isn't watching, we should give him the seed. Be like, hey, it's a great seed, go play it.
He would be immediately suspicious.
I know. We wouldn't help him. Like, he would be immediately suspicious, and then the seed starts off jetty, and he finds Red Sword without going to mountain, and he goes to like Western Woods, and at that point he's like, okay, it's actually a great seed.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 hours later he'll be in Cave of Flames and be like, oh, dude. Yeah. And forgive my terrible myth impression.
It was spot on, no worries.
Yeah, Ocarina was in Cave of Flames, which also had 2 kinstones, with a 3rd right there in the path from Midari's Mines. So, you know.
Yeah. It irks me a bit that Trent is keeping his hands away from droplets more. That's
Mm,
I guess he'll be he'll be given
We'll get
another
there.
Cluttops. Yeah, another Cluttops for it.
how did that?
Don't ask. Happens to me too. Usually, if you try to move that diagonal
I guess.
while getting off that lily pad, it's just Minish Cap being a bit funky again.
Well, there's that fountain play from Nimbus. Let's see if anything is here.
Well, there's a Kinstone for Trent.
One of them. There's still 2 Casterkin stones for him to find
Yeah,
in Western Woods.
somewhere.
Right? And they're both in Western Woods. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
One wasn't one in the cave at the start and one on the beanstalk? Am I completely wrong?
Looks. It sounds about right.
Yeah,
I
I think that's
this is on
where they
2-1
were,
and
but
Trent's on 1-3. Yeah.
yeah, like Nimbus definitely found both of them somewhere that Trent hasn't been. And we very much appreciated Artemis.
Yeah, you're the button pusher. Yeah.
He's messing
Another,
up
yeah.
his timing there.
And on another note, always go for the left path if you're doing this room. Never do the right one. Because the right one is just objectively slower.
Well, it is if you start doing some tricks, which we're gonna see Nimbus do here in a moment. Namely,
Yep.
this.
This one.
This one's not possible on the right, and makes it faster to go
That's
on
the
the left.
third time that a key screwed up his bomb.
Yeah, it's a good thing Nimbus isn't on just 10 bombs, right?
Yeah.
Nah, it would be fine either way. You got a random drop as well, so...
Come on, Trent. Go to droplets!
You got there
So
eventually.
close, yet so far. Ugh. Nimbus is rather doing courtyard. Might see graveyard play here. Like the first half is in logic.
Yeah, you can get some of it done. Who's on
That's
that
not
pit?
droplets.
No, Trent has too much town stuff to do.
I guess.
He's gonna see the Gusture. So now Trent also has the knowledge of that.
Yep. Oh, I don't think we actually got to see the rupee in their folds. Sorry, the hard piece, which was a rupee. And yeah, looks like it's gonna be a graveyard play. Maybe Nimbus is just gonna set the quick warp on the south on the south border to Trilby and just do some quick warp shenanigans.
Yeah, that would be the way to do it here, I think. You then have a nice path over to Krenner.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Trent
having some issues with the auto tracker.
I don't think there was anything useful in Salmon here.
No, Nimbus scummed it away. I think it was
Yeah.
like rupees.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's the quick warp setting that you were talking about.
Yep.
Only thing to keep in mind, well, okay, no. Nimbus does not have the graveyard key, otherwise you would need to worry about not quick warping out of Dempe and instead just leaving through the door and then quick warping to make the path for the crow not as far. Because if the crow has to fly all the way down to that entrance,
It takes a couple of seconds.
it takes a while.
So if you're ever going to quick warp out of Dampe, and you quick warp to the south, and you have the graveyard key, don't worry, your game is not frozen. You're just waiting for a crow to pickpocket you.
Yeah. Like, Link is polite enough to let the crow steal his key, even if it means taking 5 minutes.
Yeah.
If you've never seen that Ogni, it's quite funny, actually.
Yep.
Not nice when it happens to you during a race, because you forgot, but quite funny otherwise.
Golden Cuckoo is just, yeah, evading Trent there. Quiver.
No, you can't pick up the ball, Trent. And yeah, Nimbus made it to Krenel.
Let's see let's see if he goes further deeper.
I mean, he should be going to Cave of Flames now, and he won't find anything that'll take him away up until there, right? The first thing that might make him dip is the Ocarina, and that's not unlocking enough to really make that worth it.
I guess you're right. Trent also going for Courtyard.
Well, you know, it's Sphere Zero if you haven't done it yet by this point.
Yeah,
like, it's
good
better
point.
than missing something there and finding it like an hour into the race, right?
Yeah.
This is a very late Sphere Zero clear out.
Come on, lake.
Well,
Gotta
Nimbus,
be
you have
lake.
the cape, don't go through that cave. Okay, no! No!
I don't know if that's worse or better.
Okay. Well, that's a waste of time there.
Yep. Well done, Nimbus. That's for the interview, yeah.
I'm sure Nimbus knows that and just didn't think about it. Like,
Oh, there's a couple of happy swipes, he knows.
no, that was just waiting for the bomb.
And there's droplets for Trent.
Yeah, which had a red sword on the first ruby path. So, you know.
And like 2 keys.
That's actually interesting, because if you do get, like, all the keys without flippers, that suddenly puts things into perspective. Well, flippers are logically required for Octo anyways, but like everything else.
Yeah. Oh, that's just TMCR.
Yeah, it's not today so much as this rand. It's also just the choice of dungeon layout, right?
Yeah. Rando's got a rando.
Like, a non-element palace is much less likely to actually be non-required than most
Yeah.
other dungeons, I think. Well, not... Okay, the least likely to be required is non-element Royal Crypt, I guess, but... That's because it has so few checks.
Yeah. I was more thinking the Four-Sword Artemis, but I think that golden prediction is spot on.
I like Boots on Octo out of those options, but... Have we considered Mids on Octo?
I don't think we have. Which is a shame. Although I would find the mids in Fortress to be way more funny. Because you don't want to go there.
You do not! Although there may have been players who went to Fortress missing an item that they would really want for Fortress, having forgotten that they don't have it, and then finding it there.
Who could that have been? Definitely not me. Twice or thrice even.
I mean, I've done that with a bow before, so, you know.
I usually do that with the mitts, not with the bow.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the second Swampstone for Trent.
Yeah, and I think the third was just on the beanstalk.
Yeah, the third one was on the beanstalk. Alongside lamb, forge,
alongside everything,
dog food.
Yeah. Oh yeah, has Nimbus turned into dog food yet? It wasn't on the way, so. He doesn't have Ocarina.
Hehe, so he's got to walk.
Yeah, well, no, he's got to find the Ocarina and then walk there. But yeah, Trent might turn that in real quick.
Rolling into the moblin thrice, just for like good measure.
You gotta
just to be sure, yeah.
Make sure the moblin can feed his family.
That and just as a, so Link's the grandson of a swordsmith or the nephew. I don't know. Depends on your. No,
in this game he's definitely the grandson. Right?
I'm not sure. That's why.
No, in this game I'm pretty sure it's always Grandpa Smith. Well, maybe it's just called Smith in English.
Yeah.
But, you know.
In German, he's uncle, I think.
No. I don't think so. The uncle is in A Link to the Past.
See.
What?
What?
Anyways. So Trent is doing caster. How much of this has Nimbus done? All of it? Well, except the flippers log stuff and the mid logs. You know.
Yeah.
What they can.
I know.
Boots are not on Percy. Always skip Percy.
Never skip Percy.
Okay, so no Minish checks at all from Nimbus. We'll see whether Trent does any of them. You would have noticed if Nimbus had done Minish checks, just because they take so long.
Okay, so I just checked. So in the English version and all the other normal languages, Smith is the grandfather of Link. But in the Italian and the German version, it's the uncle.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. Trent could go into Wind Runes here without meds.
Yeah. Do it. Be bold. Yeah, after the
you're
the
pushing
Cave of Flame.
The Kinstone that you got off the non-element boss that you rushed early. Like,
yeah.
Sure, but also you just found so many other things, right? What's the chances that if you just followed that lantern for a bit, you'd find mids,
but
and then get to do Fortress of Gomod in a single dip?
Yeah. Also keep in mind that Fortress without bow is worse than without mids. With the bow, you can access. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a lot without mids. That's true. Although you're leaving behind stuff while doing the things you can, right? You're walking right past checks when you're doing it without mids.
Yeah, but I think the painful part of a midsless Fortress is just the idea of having to come back.
Yeah, and Like,
And
they
if
will have
you-
to come back with mids, because there's an earth element there.
There's the Ocarina of Nimbus.
And
Let's see if
he's
Nimbus
going
just
on.
grabs... maybe he's gonna grab blue up and then just head out. At that, or he's just gonna go full force there. No clue.
What would he dip out for?
Ocarina's... No, there's not that much Ocarina stuff left for him.
Yeah, like, it's not like he can do sewers.
Yeah, there's droplets. But it's...
There's droplets, but
no,
that was an option before he went to Cave of Flames. Like, Ocarina opened up one check and lake. But that's not really worth dipping out of here for. And yes, it's gotten faster to travel over there, but...
I guess we're just gonna find out in a couple minutes.
I'd be surprised if Nimbus left. I'd be less surprised if Nimbus did the basement and then left before Leroy. I don't think, I don't think dipping out at blue warp is something you do. Dipping out at red warp might.
Especially with the red warp is more likely just because cape.
Yeah, you have the cape, so the basement checks are actually not that slow. And with Ocarina, it's easy to come back for Gleerook, yeah.
Yeah. Choices and consequences.
Let's be clear, we don't know if there's anything in droplets that helps you out, right?
We would guess, though.
I mean, it's either droplets or fortress, right? Well,
yeah.
No. And out of those two, I'm not sure droplets is less likely. And yeah, there's other checks, but like, in terms of big chunks of checks. I mean, yes, obviously it's short hiking, but... You know, short hiking with a book for those vanilla flippers. No, Meshi, if you want flippers locked behind short hiking, at least put them in the sewers and put a book in short hiking.
Hmm.
So yeah, Trent's coming up on Fortress.
Yep.
There's all the rupee checks over there. Okay, he's doing quick pop caves first.
Trent's gonna be very thorough. Doesn't want to leave the mids behind.
I mean, it's... yeah. It makes sense to do it this order here, yeah, with the mids possibly being there. Well, we've established that flippers are book locked, so it's a book in early fortress leading to mids, flippers locked mids.
Flippers locked. Okay, that's the red rupee. That's not. That's not flippers or mids. Huh. Usually you. Oh.
Usually you just quickly visually check that. I still would have expected a left side.
The one
first.
on the right corner, that looked like a map, right?
That was the map, yeah. But hey, there's another kinstone.
Maybe it's a false.
It might be very false, which doesn't do a whole lot.
It doesn't do anything.
So, you know. And yeah, there's chests that you're leaving behind by not having mids.
And Nimbus is gonna go for Gleeok.
Okay. So Nimbus is going to find those kinstones as well.
In a bit.
In a few minutes. So Werewolf's kinstone is 2 checks right now? If that's the kinstone that's there?
Yeah.
See what you did now, Hendris? Ogni thinks this fight takes 20 minutes.
20 minutes. It feels like 20 minutes.
It is not.
Oh, it does.
It feels like 5 minutes.
And
it's probably not even that long.
I think it's like 1.5, 2 minutes perhaps. No longer than that.
Yeah.
I do recall that in speedrunning, we enter at sub 30 and get out somewhere around 30-ish.
That's was a false stone. If that turns out...
We're good, aren't we? We are good.
Oh.
Now imagine...
If that turns out to, be the progression...
May I prime you onto the idea that mids in Werewolf's Cliff Chest?
Yeah, that's kind of the horror that I'm imagining right now.
What do you mean horror?
Well... I'm then thinking about what I'll do to Ogni after. Okay! That's a thing.
That's convenient. It's not. I mean, Fortress is still quite dungeon. So
yeah, but
yeah.
You gotta put it off. Because you don't have mids.
No, you don't. See,
well,
you do.
No, but... Oh... Nimbus is apparently not too happy with Melari for keeping the kinstone. I mean, yes, that is why you do the left side checks first. Because there's so many more chances for mids to be on the left side. It's not that big a deal though. Like, Trent will be fast going back to the 2 chests over on the right. Didn't saves come here to save time this animation? Yes, it's actually faster to save and then reload the game than to watch that. It's also faster to quick warp than to fall down here, I'm pretty sure. But okay, Trent's going to be getting his first element in a bit. Definitely faster quick warp here as well. And looks like Nimbus is going back into droplets. So, we'll find out whether there's anything here. It wouldn't even surprise me if there was something here. Like flippers. I don't know. Imagine if Nimbus now finds totally unrequired flippers in droplets.
Oops.
Yeah, grip rings a thing that definitely could be here. Although
Yeah.
Trent with those mids now has a lot of checks open.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, okay. So, Hype Cave, Western
There's Hype Cave,
Malawi.
there's like 8 in Western Woods, there's another, I don't know, is it 10, 12 in Malaris Mars? Might not actually
It's 8 in
be that
Malawi.
many. About
Either
10.
7 or 8. Yep,
Yeah.
it's either 7 or 8. I keep forgetting because that one path check.
Yeah, I think it's 7. But, okay. Meshi's saying 8, we'll trust Meshi.
Yeah.
There's a few other obscure spots spread around the map that they can access. There's a lot more digging caves spread around the map that they can access, like... Yeah. Definitely feels like it's time to start keeping track of what they need for Go mode, which... 2 Kinstones, a grip ring, boots, and a sword?
Hmm.
Is it just those?
Yeah. I'm just gonna guess. I barely paid attention.
One of Flippers or Jabbernet.
Ah. Japan.
Not an item that you usually think about when it's time to think
Yeah.
about items for Go mode. Yeah. Possibly bracelets, yes.
I think flippers might be more advantageous just because of the underwater droplets checks.
Honestly, if you can get through a seed without finding flippers, it's nice precisely because they unlock that many things, right?
Hmm.
Like, if Trent can just avoid droplets because he never finds flippers, and there's nothing there,
No.
that would work out really nicely. Deeper into droplets, that is. Like, obviously Trent has gotten the red sword from droplets, but... We'll see whether Nimbus finds anything deeper here.
Yeah. Come on, some good stuff. We want to see those unrequired dungeons.
I mean, we want to see a Force of Nocto, or something.
That too, yeah. I doubt Octo is high on Nimbus's priority list.
Yeah, I don't think...
Heart piece. Heart piece. Butterfly. Heart piece. Huh.
Okay.
I mean, it was the butterfly, so
Not
there's
worth.
that. Not worth it, but convenient. It eases the pain of not getting anything better.
Sure. You know what else would ease the pain? If
The
Octo
sword?
was required.
Oh,
I'm not
I don't know
sure
if that
it
would
would exactly,
yeah,
but
I think that might just make it worse.
it would shift the pain to a different spot, you know?
Oh yeah.
But no, I think like this is an early enough droplet dip for Nimbus that it might work to his advantage if Octo ends up being required. No.
Ooh, Trent's gonna say hello to Gordon next.
Yeah, it's an element you've got to.
Did he do the checks he skipped on the right side?
Yes. I think so. I think he went back for those straight away.
Because I have no idea.
No, he did.
Okay. If he did, then he did.
Wasn't the mushroom there? Or was it also on the left? I don't even remember. So yeah, Nimbus didn't get anything useful out of droplets. What's Nimbus' options? It might just be, yeah, Castor Fortress. Which we know that Fortress is going to pay off if he does decide to go there. And yeah, there's the flute to Castor. I'm fairly certain Nimbus has been to Percy. I know it's heresy, but like, I'm fairly certain he has been there. Might have scummed it away out of shame or something, but... Octo isn't in logic without flippers, so... That's not the logical progression, at least.
Okay, come on. That's compass, okay?
And the other thing is an element, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what you're getting excited for. But yeah, Nimbus is in Wind Runes, is likely to dip into Fortress. Is going to find those mids. Trent is leaving without having full cleared Fortress, or did he do that before? No, he did that before, right? Yeah, he's done. Okay, never mind.
Hmm.
He did full clear already. Good. Okay. In that case, well, Trent's over in Western Woods, following the mids. Nice light arrows. Nice boots. Well, I know where Trent's going next now.
Yep.
Well, once he decides he's done enough checks on the way. But yeah, that's another element that just opened up for Trent. Also running fast, but you know. Also always capacity. Okay, where's he fluting? Town to go to Crypt or Darius Mines to get some checks?
Hmm. Yeah, but that was mines. It's like 8 really quick checks. There's no reason not to do them.
Well, yeah, basically. That's a book. That's flippers. Okay then. That's opening options.
See. Yeah. I think Trent's preferred option right now is just graveyard.
Yeah, I agree. But you're going to droplets after. Like, go do Hype Cave, then do droplets. Okay, Trent's going to do Hype Cave first? No? Is Trent going into droplets now?
Weird timing. Really? Oh, hype cave. My
Yeah,
hype cave.
that's why I was confused about
Yeah.
him going south from the wall point. Hype cave is a thing. But he's not doing it. He's just going to go into droplets. Well, this is going to be just the underwater checks then. There's no way he's doing the Dark Maze stuff.
Yeah. No.
Right?
I hope so.
Like, these are fast checks, so it makes sense. If you went and did the underwater stuff, that's really weird.
Nimbus is being very happy about those moments.
Yes, very happy.
Yeah. That was it? Oh. Ooh!
I mean, there's so much stuff open, I'm not surprised that there's nothing here.
Okay, now go out. No, not that way.
Okay, now this is really surprising to me.
Yep. Maybe just the first couple checks before entering Dark Maze. Just make sure that he didn't oversee something from an earlier fear.
Maybe, but like, no, if you're going this, like going in here, you're probably going to keep going, right? Like, why would you decide to do these checks but then skip out before the second rupee path?
Yeah. It's weird. Trumbull will need to explain that to us. Maybe it's just Trent being rewarded for rushing dungeons and going into dungeons early, and now he's following the same path again.
Sure, but like, I'd have taken that into rushing Royal Crypt, not droplets. You know? Like, you have an element open to you. You have lots of fast checks open to you. You're going into the non-element dungeon to do the slow things?
Guess, yeah.
I mean, these aren't terribly slow checks, right? Because the Rupee Path has a decent number of checks, these aren't terrible option. But there's still better options in terms of check density. And there's
also
definitely
way more
better
fun
options
ones,
in
yeah.
terms of, like, for sure required progression. Like, this feels like Trent forgot that droplets isn't an element.
Don't say that too loud. we don't know what he's thinking.
If he's going to go to Octo, that's what I'm thinking he's thinking. Like, that would make sense. Yeah, we do also have Deepwood access, you're right. We know that we need a 4-sword to beat Deepwood, but you can do a decent number of checks there as well.
Yeah. I forgot this wasn't a limit color. Christ.
Yeah, but I was surprised when he went in here at all, and even more so when he went to the right side, so...
Yeah.
4-sword can be in Deepwood, yes.
Oh yeah, Downthrust is really lovely to have for George.
Sure. But
It's not really worth going out of your way to get it, but if you have it, you like having it.
Yeah. Oh, that's where the mushroom was. Okay.
Did Trent hand in the mushroom?
I don't think he did. I don't think he's been to town. Did he turn in the dog food?
Yeah, I think we saw the dog.
Okay.
Trent's even said the quick warp here. Huh.
The blue bob. I mean, if you're going this deep, you're selling the blue bob.
Yeah, I guess.
There's still the Gust Sherlock's checks here. That's a reason enough to set the blue bob.
You're right.
Like, okay, we know Gust Sherlock's lock band for sword, but still, that could be Kingston.
That'd be fun. That'd be really fun to watch.
Okay. Trent is not going fogged. So he does know it's not an element. I'm surprised he went in there. And like did it before Hype Cave even.
Yep. Me too. But I guess now Trent has certainty about it. So maybe it was just to ease his mind.
Sure.
What do I know?
I still would have done the opposite order. But yeah. Like I can see wanting to get those checks. It's just the priority that he apparently put on it that surprised me.
Yep. Ooh, Nimbus having some trouble with Gordon there. Almost getting zapped.
Yeah, we don't see these red bugs often.
Yeah. Wasn't it so that it depends on the eye that's doing the zapping that does
Yeah, one of them is a
things?
shrink laser and the other is just a zap, and
Damage,
obviously
yeah.
the shrink laser is way worse for losing time.
Wait, if Mazal can shrink people, that means that there's like some Minish magical in there.
Well,
Huh.
yeah, have you not seen the fact that you destroy things inside Mazala's Minish to make him stop working?
That too. Yeah, that too. Although that can be.
And the fact that there's
you know-
maintenance portals right there in the room.
Yeah. Huh.
Nimbus, you have an ocarina. Where are you going?
Cookop Caves?
As
No.
normal size Link?
Nimbus!
Okay, he hadn't done the beanstalk. No?
No, Cookop Caves. He just forgot
Quick
about
caves, he just
shrinking.
forgot to shrink. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
You can't quite fit these caves without shrinking.
Something's off, I can feel it.
Second book.
A soggy bug. And now we get see Fifi. I thought we've seen Fifi before. Maybe it was on Nimbus
Maybe
side.
in Nimbus turned it in. Yeah. Didn't think Trent had.
Come on, Trent. That's not the way.
This is boost checks, right? No? This is going through to syrup. Okay. When did the boost checks on? Like. What's with this selection of checks? I don't even.
I don't
Did Trent
know.
forget he has boots? Is
I'm
that
scared.
what's going on?
I'm scared.
Like, that would, again, make sense, right? But now he's using...
What is even real anymore?
Well, okay, no, Trent's doing these things and then quick warping back to droplets to do the boots checks in lake, maybe?
Honestly, I doubt it. He's gonna go deeper. He's a man with a mission.
No, he's gonna flute away
No, he's
now.
not.
Well, yeah, if you want to, if you wanted
He's
to go
fucking
to
with
Deepwood,
us.
you would still flute to Goldfish Caves. Yeah, exactly. Fun fact: Trent's quick warp point is still in Lake.
Yeah.
You can do
Now
Goldfish
there's-
Caves and
now-
then quick warp back to Lake.
Was this planned?
Like, that might still be what he's doing. Because in that case it makes sense to skip the boost checks first, maybe? Because you don't want your quick warp to be there and you said, but no, like,
He's still got the ocarina equipped.
yeah, maybe, but like, I could see, like, you don't need items to do the Minish checks in Lake, right? You use boots. Yeah, there's the quick warp, back to Lake, now you do the boots checks and then you... No. Okay. It would have made sense too, because you save a time growing by not doing that. Although, because the Minish portal animation from droplets is there, I'm not sure it actually saves that much time. But like, that would have made some sense. To do this really weird extended quick warp strat.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, this is some routing.
I'm trying. Yeah. Did Trent learn from Nesman there?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It
Like,
feels
this
like
is
it.
Nesman levels of
It feels
confusion
like
on
it.
commentary.
It feels like it. Whenever both commentators are just
Which
quiet, you can.
clearly
you
it's
can,
working for Nesman, so if Trent's got it working for them, good job.
Oh no, anyway, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, it's clearly working, right? Like, Trent's
The
still in
part
a
of
really good
confusing
spot
us,
here.
Yes. Confusing us also works, yeah. Yeah, that's... I'm just in awe and just trying to figure out what is actually happening on screen right now.
Oh, what's happening on stream is that Nimbus got grabbed.
Oh. Naturally. Trying to... Where... Now that looks like graveyard. Sake.
I mean,
God damn
setting
it.
your quick warp point so that it's
Um,
faster than fluting back in before doing this check. Like,
it
you don't set
done?
your quick warp point there unless you mean
No.
to go that direction, but then Trent's just doing these other few checks. Which, yeah, you do want to pick up these few checks while you're in town. Not sure how many these few checks is going to end up being. Because this could easily go into Fountain if Trent so chose. But no, it's not. It's just 2 quick checks. And yeah, now you probably do mode on the way. Yep, there we go.
Huh. Yeah, I probably would have just plopped down a save scum at the beginning of Graveyard. But that also works.
It's not that slow to swim out of there, right?
Yeah, I guess it just feels slow. Especially if you don't have the butterfly for the
It feels
flippers.
slow when you're having to go back to, like, town. It doesn't feel that slow when you're going to Graveyard. At least to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so it turns out that this seed is not as nice as previously thought. Just by virtue of it giving us mids and flippers very late, opening up a lot of checks all across the map.
Yeah, that's the funny thing about flippers.
Hello there, Nimbus. So Nimbus just found Four Sword.
Yep. So that's...
That's a gas jar.
Gas jar, which is not deep wood for Nimbus.
Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Nimbus pick up the... Yeah, he did.
Boots? Yes, just now.
No, graveyard key.
Graveyard key,
But
yeah. It was that ages ago on Krenner.
Yeah.
Um,
So Nimbus now has access to two more elements.
one more. Still no deep wood access.
Right. It's close though.
It is very close, yes. Like, we know flippers are right there in Milari's minds. Although if Nimbus ends up finding a Juggernaut, flippers might still not be required, right?
That was my thought as well, yeah. I guess you mainly flippers logically for Octo. Never mind, you don't need
Octo is not an element. If you need flippers logically for Octo...
Yeah, sorry. Force of habit.
Oh,
Where
there's
is it?
power bracelets. That's another thing not to worry about.
But no Juggernaut.
No Juggernaut.
We're 2 from no mode?
Just Kingstones and Grip Ring.
I think it's... Yeah. Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Still do need that Grip Ring.
There's still Octo.
There's still, yeah, there's 3 golden items left, and, you know...
Octo, Blue Chew.
Blue Chew is now an option.
Bum bum bum. Don't need that. What was it? Yeah, it has to be. Either one or just both of them. I
Probably
guess
just
grouping
one.
might... Yeah.
Well, they don't have to be.
Although I would probably just do Cloudtops ASAP. Once you get grouping,
I'd
just
do Greyblade first.
But once you get grouping, all you
And
need
then
is...
go up efforts.
Huh.
And assuming you don't have all Kingstones, right? Like,
Yeah. Assuming like next progression for us is just grouping.
which
But-
seems like, yeah. What else is it going to be, right?
Yeah. It's not going to be the call-out medal. Ooh, Trent also going back to caster.
Yeah, Trent has these obscure spells, he has hiking. Like all the Minish checks, in fact. Doesn't seem like he's doing anything.
No! Stay here, Trent. God damn it. Stay. Go back. No. God damn it. Why are you doing Candle Sledge now? Half Sledge. Oh boy. Yeah, I think Trent just got some lessons from Nesman. I've got no clue what that man's thinking.
Yeah, it sure feels that way. Okay, fountain, sure.
Breathe in, breathe out, everything's fine.
Oh, everything is very fine. Like, we are on like less than 1.5 hours in, and 3 items from go mode.
Right.
Everything is very fine, right? Ignore the fact that they've had to do a non-element boss and dip Fortress without mids already.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's the flippers for Nimbus.
Yep.
Which... Now Nimbus can get that element out of Deepwood as well.
Yeah. Let's see if Deepwood has a grip ring, or the Call of Battle, or both. Yeah, this is still like Jet Seed-ish. It's still a Jet Seed.
It's a fast, I don't think it's a Jet Seed, but...
Like, Sub 2 might be difficult to obtain here. The 210, definitely.
Oh, Goldfish Caves were a
advanced.
thing of, like, Trent has already done Goldfish Caves.
Yeah. Have we seen Sewers before? I don't think we have we?
No, Nimbus just got Flippers, and Trent hasn't been here.
Right.
Okay. Flippers were required.
Why is that thing there again? The German has a history of being there. Jesus Christ. There's the shield. That might be progression.
Could be.
No, don't quick warp. Trent. God damn it.
Okay. That's an orphan check.
That check had the, like, what was it, lantern, like, last tournament seed?
Or
Or
Stanchia, I don't think we know that books are required.
Oh, Trent. God damn it. Don't often checks like that. You should know that there's an item in the waterfall there. Underwater.
Yeah, I guess Trent doesn't know all the obscure spots that intimately. Yes. Yeah, we haven't seen Ylar. We have only found 2 books, I think. The theorizing was specifically for Flipper's access to be behind books, because that's always fun.
Maybe Trent is looking forward to Sean Cave.
Yeah, that obscure is one of the ones that you're most likely to skip in a seed, I guess.
Yeah.
But still, if you are there...
Ooh, we're gonna see about the grip ring behind the where Folskin's done.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess in that cave there.
You mean on Yllari, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Also another opportunity to actually head into the sewers again and get that underwater check.
Yeah. Like, maybe once you do Yllari and it's like, hey, this is still green on my tracker.
Yeah. Although isn't the...
I know, it should be separate.
I think, yeah, it should be separate.
Like, I don't use emo tracker packs, but I think it's separate on those as well.
Hmm. Huh? Oh, right, yeah, the obscure spot.
Yeah, there is an obscure spot here. We didn't count it earlier because we were counting before mids.
Yeah. Okay, that's arrows. I don't know, my money's on green or on Deepwood here. It took us so long to actually get to this damn dungeon.
But Octo.
Ah, true. There's Octo. There's a bomb bag.
Well, that wasn't helpful.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's element number 3 for Nimbus. He can now choose to either bail or keep going.
I was gonna say, it looked
going.
like he was going to bail, but you should quick warp either way. And you should definitely quick warp if you're going back in, instead of taking the green warp. So there's Yalari. Let's see if Trent remembered about the obscure spot.
I doubt it. I really doubt it for some reason.
It depends on whether he's looking at his map tracker, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it occurred to him. I wouldn't even be surprised if it occurred to him right after he quick warped. Like, that's usually when you remember those sorts of things, right?
I suppose so.
Yeah, you remembered.
Yep. There's some Nimbus.
And it was just a piece of fun.
But now it's also just a piece of relief.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, dash attack. I don't think we've seen dash attack.
I don't think we have.
Oh, this
bullshit.
seat is something. It feels like a
Jackie?
fast seat, even for this rando, which is saying something. But it also had required kinstones on non-elemental Gleerock into mids
It
in
is-
Fortress.
It is, Hockney, it is.
So we're still
Yeah,
waiting
Wickler?
for, I don't know, grip ring on Octo right now.
Yep. We're slowly but surely running out of checks that could have it. I don't think we've seen High King yet, or the Minish checks.
We have
in
not seen any custom
Castle?
Minish checks, I don't think, no.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen Greyblade either.
You mean
Um,
the grip ring lock dojo on Krenner,
Yes.
which we don't have the grip ring for.
Then why is it? Oh, it's the scrub on Nimbus's tracker.
Yes,
right.
there's the scrub on Krenner right next to it that Nimbus found
Also the one in
shade
Trilby.
input for.
Yeah, also one in Trilby. Bum. I don't think we've seen boots checks in Courtyard yet.
No. Have you seen Farmer Cave?
Ooh!
Well, that's a
We've seen
card
all
of
that.
Skinstone and Deepwood, so
That makes it 4.
yeah. So now we're 2 items from Komod.
Well, with their current item layout, they've got a load of options.
Do they?
Well, many of them have already been made, or many checks
Yeah,
have been
exactly.
checked, but
Like,
yeah.
what are the remaining checks that are our options? Like, there's this check in Deepwood for Nimbus. I think that's his last.
Yep.
There's Octo. There's Caster Minish checks. There's Lake Minish checks, because Trent often throws for some reason. There's a few more Gusture checks in Droplets as well. There's Gregor.
Yep.
There's Lon Lon boost checks, which had the grip ring. So now we have options.
I wasn't paying attention. Where was the grip ring again?
Boost checks on Lon Lon.
Of course. Yeah, that kind of opened Fedora's box.
Yeah, so now Trent is never going back to Caster for that 4-sword.
And Deepwood. Or Deepwood,
Well,
I suppose.
yeah, like Deepwood.
One more
Oh,
Kinstone.
was that? Yeah, Nimbus was on 0 keys going into the back of Deepwood, right?
We are go.
So the Kinstone in Deepwood was Gastjar locked, right? Okay. So at least Trent's not going to full clear Palace looking for the 4-sword.
But he's going to full clear Cloud Tops.
Oh, he's going to full clear Cloud Tops. Looking for another Kinstone piece. Yeah, we're a Cloud Tops Kinstone piece from no mode. No, you need to talk to her twice to actually pick up a charm. Yeah, there we go. Not sure if that's just for Vati or if we're going to see charm strats from Nimbus anywhere else. Trent didn't skip an obscure there, right? He ducked for that.
I think he ducked, yeah.
No, the one below the wall he got before. Without grip ring.
Heart piece. Okay. Right. Ugh. So Trent really just has to find that 4-sword.
Yeah, it's like go find the Kinstone piece and go find the 4-sword. And the 4-sword leads to Gastjar, which leads to the other Kinstone piece, and also bracelets on the way.
Watch him do more boots checks instead.
There isn't that many more boots checks.
Oh.
So, Trent's on 3 Cloudstone pieces, which means you want to skip this first, and the second fusion up here.
Yep,
Yeah.
Nimbus gonna be very happy about the Juggernaut.
Of course. Gotta find that Juggernaut. Nimbus is also not going to double dip the sewers to get this heart piece.
Thank you, Nimbus.
So where do we think the Cloudstone piece is going to be?
Octo's still an option.
Octo is still an option, oh god. I mean, it feels like Krenel if it's not up here in Cloudtops, but Octo is still an
Yeah.
option. Yeah, Nimbus has picked up on efficiency a lot since, like, at some point during that, Trent's routing became more erratic, I want to say, and
Yep.
like, Trent definitely had the better start, but at some point after Well, when Trent was doing that weird droplet step, I guess, is when it shifted. I think it's further
I can
up
never
left.
remember. I can never
think it's
remember
the
where
top
that
left
thing is.
corner, actually.
I have no idea. I
Yeah,
always
that
forget
is.
where it is. Ah. There's Sword Attack. We're only on 7, aren't we? We're only on 8. Ooh, even better. We haven't seen Great Uncle Herbert yet.
We have not. Yeah, like it's for Trent. He has to go back to caster, right? If getting enough scrolls to make that a priority is like that would be good for him. If he decides to go to hiking, that would be good for him. He's gonna do that. Check.
Come on, there we go. Ah.
You gotta stand closer to the edge if you wanted to jump off. No, Trent, you want to go up there. There's an obscure spot that you're skipping right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels like Trent is not really familiar with obscure spots yet.
Yep.
Like, I don't know how much... I don't think he's been playing much in the weekly since we turned those on, and...
Yeah.
I guess he hasn't been practicing that much.
I still have yet to actually practice as well.
Yeah, same,
or
but
do like
you know.
any acings. Okay. Nothing good on the Trilby scrub. And no Cloudtops can zone in Cloudtops.
Okay, so you go to Kra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Graveyard first, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Nimbus is
Lake.
catching up
Lake?
on those flippers checks. Is going to find the grouping here.
Oh.
So yeah. Now it's just about finding that one kinstone
Yeah.
on Nimbus.
Right, Nimbus. Time
Yeah, you're
to
gonna
choose.
look for that kinstone. Could be on the scrub. Shield was in the lantern room in Deepwood. Like the one at the start.
Hmm.
Well, there's the Cloud of Kinstone.
Well, that was convenient. Okay.
On the Cranny Ferry. So yeah, once Nimbus decides to go to mountain, that's going to be go mode. For Trent, it's still having to decide to go back to caster. I don't think Trent is going to full clear Palace, given that there's a Gustra locked Skin Stone in Deepwood as well.
going to full clear Palace first.
Like, that would make it hard to full clear Palace.
Yeah.
Like, Trent's gonna hit go mode before he's gonna get Palace access. He's just still got to, you know, full clear Deepwood, or at least do a decent chunk of Deepwood. Yeah, the seed isn't that rude. It's not gonna let you full clear Palace.
Aww. Would have been very fun though.
Kind of?
What is there actually left to get? I guess there's like 2 bottles and a shield and a face, and that's it.
Yeah.
We're running a bit dry on just stuff to get.
I mean, we've gotten everything we need across the 2 of them, so that's not surprising.
Nimbus, you're on 14 hearts. I don't think you need more of them.
No, you gotta get to 20.
I guess you do.
Yeah, so how many other checks does Trent have left is, I guess, the question. Like, how much longer before he is forced to go to caster?
I unfortunately don't know because he does not show his his map tracker on stream. You know what I mean.
So we know Octo's left, but that's gotta be a lower priority than caster.
Yes.
Apart from that, I don't think there's much. Like, maybe Farmer digging cave, I don't know if he did it.
I don't think he did. Actually, no, it's he did.
The bracelets are at the back of the school garden, so you're gonna pick them up when you pick up the Gusha. And there's caster for Trent.
Hey.
Don't you dare rush Minish checks here. Okay, no, this is just... I saw that cape equip and I'm... Well, like, still...
You were scared.
Yeah, like, this is the route where you cape over to the Minish portal. I hope he remembers to do the digging cave first. He should. Okay, yeah, he's doing the digging cave. We're fine. Just weird equips.
Yeah. No, not that.
I mean, yeah, this is still open as well. You go there real quick. It's fine. Neat.
Oh,
There's
boy.
the other shield.
Yep.
Not that
yes,
it
that's
matters.
resolved.
Like, hopefully Trent is not going to go chasing other things and just go into Deepwood with the Gusha. You never know. Yeah, there's the quick warp. Flew to town, pick up the Gusha, pick up the bracelets while you're there, because of course you do. And then hopefully just be a quick trip into Deepwood. And this might still be close. Depending on how long it takes Nimbus to go to Mountain. Yeah. Like, Nimbus is probably going to be a bit ahead, right?
Yeah.
But it is going to be close.
Keep in mind that Trent needs to go into Deepwood and stay there.
Yeah, going into Deepwood is easy, staying there shouldn't be too hard. You're still looking for a Kinstone. There isn't, like, great other options that you would want to prefer. We achieved part 1 of that, which is going into Deepwood. Yeah, like, you don't just leave all the checks in Deepwood behind, right? This is Trent's first trip into Deepwood. He's going to full clear it, probably.
Yep.
Where was the big key even? Was it early?
No.
No, so he has to go
yes.
deep into Deepwood anyways.
Not deep, but deep, yeah. Like, left block push thing.
Okay. Was it
you know that one.
Yeah, I know.
Either
Statue
there
room.
or the big, yeah. Either statue room or the big chest in front of it. So, map chest.
Okay.
This map? Yeah, that's shipping map.
It should be, yeah. Meanwhile, Nimbus is on Krenner. It's going to do the Scrub and Greyblade first. Is then going to go over to the wall and only climb up to the ferry, because at that point he'll be in go mode.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be, what, a couple minutes ahead? How long does green should take?
Not longer than 90 seconds.
Yeah, I'd guess like 1 to 3 minutes difference entering Palace. Might be 5. Absolutely in the range that Execution and Palace and DHC can.
Oh boy,
shift.
the towers.
Okay, there's the big key. You don't get a small key, I think.
Okay. Trent is opting for the boss fight now.
Yeah, you're always going to go here first.
Yeah.
But like after, what's the thing that would take Trent away from doing the rest of the checks here, right? Don't think there is anything that's that good an option. Like after this, I think it would be like droplets, and you don't want to do droplets, so you'd rather stay in Deepwood. So yeah, there's go mode for Nimbus.
Hey.
I think rolling out of that cave might have been faster just because of the animation after the quick warp from shooting in there.
Oh boy. Right.
Yeah,
Trent
so Trent
is
is going
saying-
back in. Is gonna have to use the gust shot to get to the back. Is then going to need to find a key somewhere and use it on the Bulldozer room. Might do Matter Pillar first, which would slow things down a bit.
You can just... You don't even need to Yeah, no, you don't need to actually get a key here.
Yes, you do.
Wasn't the kid was at the mole? Oh, it was Mulder, that's right. I thought it was Compass for some
You
reason.
do need to take that lily pad. Okay, bit more time lost there.
Well done, Trent.
So 153.45 entering Palace for Nimbus. Thank you, Meshi.
Hey, there we go. Trent getting the lily pad.
Yeah, so now you do these 2 checks, you do that check up top, you get the blue warp, you get the other 2 checks in that room, you probably do the meta pillar at that point. You quick warp, you go to Moldozas, and at that point you leave. Might be a bit. Might be more than 5 minutes difference actually. I don't know, it's not that slow, right? I have no sense of timing for this. We'll find out.
For what?
For how long it'll take Trent to do all those things and then flew to Cloudhouse, turn to fusions, go through all the stairs in Windtrap Tower, and enter Palace.
Let's see. Gonna say 3 minutes 30, depending on how many checks he does.
Just below 5 minutes difference.
Depending on how many checks Trent is actually gonna do here in Deepwood.
Well, like I said, I'm expecting Metapillar here and then Mulldozers, but he might do Mulldozers first, which is the faster way. Okay, we're seeing Mulldozers first.
We're also still looking for the Palace big key here.
We are also looking for Smokies and the big key in Palace, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Nim is gonna do pop push.
For sure. There's no way you skip pop push here, is there? Like, you're also still looking for Smokies and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that looked for a moment like Nimbus was gonna skip pot push, but no, he's doing it.
He probably just, yeah, he remembered
just scaring
better.
us a bit.
Thank you, Nimbus. Very cool.
Good job.
Right, you can also just see that Nimbus, he's like, what, 3 minutes ahead? 4, perhaps?
Probably
that's how long
more
it
than
takes.
4. Like,
yeah, more than 4. That means that
4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah. Our time estimate that it takes 5 minutes to reach pot push is about right. Sounds about right. So if you don't do pot push and you regret it later, then yeah, you're gonna look at a net loss of like 5 minutes.
No, because that includes with rope fight.
Right, but 4:30 then.
No, Nimbus was like it was 4 minutes from Nimbus entering Palace to reaching pot push, about a bit less. Like it was more like 4 minutes to we passed pod push. And that includes Bishop fight and all the other and the other checks on the way, so 3 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much 4
5
minutes,
minutes.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
Just below 5 minutes. We'll see how that shifted at the end of York, I guess.
And then there's the Dark Isle Castle and...
Then there's
oh
Dark
God,
Isle
Vati.
Castle and Vati.
Let's hope that Nimbus doesn't pull a Nimbus.
Oh, that would be...
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't think so. Don't think Nimbus has pulled a Nimbus since Season 1, right?
Right. I suppose the chance to pull a Nimbus is very slim, but it's never 0.
It's never 0. There's the big key. Just one more small key.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's bound to be there somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just you're still doing checks.
Yeah.
And now you're not. Trent doing some crow stretch for that jump. Taking it a bit close with still being able to go through the grate.
Good.
Nimbus going for YOLO jump there, very nice.
Okay, there's the fire rods. The fire whiz ropes, there we go. I think it hang on. I feel like the only fire whiz ropes we actually encounter in TMC are in Palace. The others are
are there
all
ones
just
in
green.
DHC?
Right, did see, yeah. Okay, the first ones we encounter in Palace.
Sure.
I think all others, yeah, all others are green. Huh.
Yeah, turns out they put the harder enemies later in the game.
How dare they?
Right? Shouldn't you walk out of Smith's house and do Vati and then do all the easy stuff?
Didn't we have some people work on a Master Quest type of ROM hack for TMC?
I mean,
I think Nesman had an idea for that.
this one has probably done some of that. There's also just, punishment
Nesman.
seeds.
Yep, those two. You're right.
Which you can blame Nesman for some of that.
Is the third one still in development, or has development stopped there?
The third one was played.
Sorry, the fourth one.
Yeah, no, I don't think we're actively working on it.
Right. Oh. I was looking forward to that one.
I was
And I'm
too,
sure
but,
Artemis
like,
and Poogle and who else? Hayden? No, not Hayden.
don't remember. But yeah,
Me neither.
I think that's called off. We might, like, I might once we.
If you're bored, yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna be that bored for a while, but like, if I find a bit of time and we've gotten the tooling improved, which is also a thing, you know?
Mm.
I might go back and implement some of the ideas that we had. Because I
Yeah.
do still think that we had nice ideas for the fourth one. But, you know. So that's the element for Nimbus, with regaining controls at 2 for 21.
Oops.
Yeah, that's the one where you actually want to take the green bob.
Yep.
Like, that's the one dungeon where you want to do that. I should set up that DHC Biggie badge, shouldn't I?
Oh yeah, we already passed Gleorg, yeah.
York.
So, Darker Castle, got 9 chests in there, but only 1 big key. Now we're gonna follow Nimbus on his way through Darkhow Castle, and we're gonna count how often he opens a chest until he finds the coveted big key. It's going to be either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9. Or 8.
Well, 8's gone, 1's gone, so, you know.
Yeah.
Let's open. So yeah, how long does York take? Because it's
90 seconds, 2 minutes. Not long. It's a fairly quick fight.
okay. If it's 2 minutes, Trent has caught up a slight bit, I guess. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be longer than 2 minutes. If it's 3-ish minutes, Trent fell behind during Palace a bit. So, you know, we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I should pay attention and close that bet once Nimbus gets to the king, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Wow. Was that the second
I think so, yeah.
in a row?
Happens.
It happens, yeah.
Okay, it's not number 1. Oh no, hang
Well,
on.
it wasn't
six.
number 2 either, is what you meant
Yeah.
to say.
Yes.
We've already gotten a map of the king.
I've blanked on King for like a second.
Let's see. This does have bombs equipped, but is not using them in this room. Okay.
Aww. Shame. I like to use the spin in this room.
Okay, so Trent caught up by like 5 seconds during all of Palace.
Hey. Good on you, Trent.
It's a 4:35 difference now.
Yeah, and now Trent's also gonna deal with all Little Prince of Darkness with Vati.
It really depends from where to where you count Orkney, but less than 3 minutes? But slightly more than 2 minutes, I think. From entering the fight, like going into the fight to regaining control after getting the element. So. Also, apparently we got the big key on number 3.
Hey!
Did we?
I don't know, did we?
I don't know, chat's saying we did.
Did I win? Hey, I won.
I don't know, I'm gonna wait for Nimbus to use that big key before I give it to Andrews. Like, neither of us were
Fine.
paying attention.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, I was speaking at Discord.
Okay, Trent's not skipping the king either. Nimbus is getting the red warp.
Huh, interesting.
That's a safety.
Yep.
I guess Nimbus is worried about dying? He really shouldn't be. Like at 12 hearts?
It's his, his trauma.
Yeah, I don't think it's rigged. Hendris didn't have the seed. If Orkney had won, that'd be a different story, but Orkney didn't bet, right? Very nice quick kill on that Black Dark Knight. Like, that was an amazing Dark Knights fight for Nimbus there.
Yes.
And he now has a lot of charm time for Vati 1. Let's see how long that charm lasts. It should last into the beginning of Vati 2, right?
Yup. As long as, like, Vati 2 doesn't, well, turn into Vati 2.
Well,
or what we know from it, what we expect from Vati 2.
Vati 1 is bad. Like, Vati 2 being bad doesn't matter if it's only to the start of Vati 2 anyways, right?
Yeah.
And this is a nice Vati 1 so far. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there we go, like... That's the Vati one we were expecting to see, right?
Hey!
But yeah, that charm should last, maybe even into phase 2 of Vati 2. And yeah, there's the reason you want the charm here, is to use down thrust stress instead of cloning, which you don't need it on the first phase, you can do that anyways.
Yep.
And here, the charm's gonna run out before Nimbus can get hits in there, but yeah, if he had gotten that down thrust first try, he would have been able to skip cloning on phase 2 as well.
Which I don't really do that because I don't know. Cloning just feels safer.
Yeah, it does. If you're consistent with the down thrust strat, it's faster, probably. Like, definitely on phase 1, which is the one where you can always do it, right? So it's probably worth getting it consistent if you have practice time. Although that's the kind of like small optimizations that, you know, this is random. It's rare for a match to be decided by seconds.
Yep.
Not to say that it can't happen.
Yeah.
But like, it's more typical for a close match to be like a minute apart. And you're not saving a minute on Vati 2 by using down thrust threads over clone threads. But little things add up, so, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, Goldfish, there have been close matches before during this tournament. I'm sure there's people who could tell us about those. Yeah, Trent not getting the red warp, saving a few seconds on Nimbus there, you know. And a way easier save than trying to learn new Vati 2 strats. Well, okay, there's Vati 2 strats that you definitely want to learn. Down thrust is not on that list. Like, there's a few things that we saw Nimbus do that made Vati 2 much easier, other than the down thrust, that you probably should learn if you don't know them. But we're on Vati 3 and we're about done with Vati 3 in a moment here. Since this is the third hit for Nimbus, that's a GG to them.
GG's.
Let us get our runners in here, since we are on a 15-minute delay, they're both done by now.
Yep.
GG's!
Hello, GG's.
Hello.
That sounds like the sigh of a person who really enjoyed this awesome seed.
Yeah.
I had more the feeling that I threw it away than anything.
Yeah, you were ahead leaving Fortress, and after that it was... Like, at some point Nimbus overtook you, and I can't really pinpoint when it was.
Yeah, I felt like I should have gone the Fortress earlier, but...
But you didn't have mids. Who goes to Fortress without mids?
Yeah, who does that?
After that Cave of Flames, everything was possible, be honest.
Yeah.
That Cave of Flames was amazing.
Yeah.
I went in there, was like Come on, Trent, what are you doing? Are you insane under 30 minutes?
I did really like that play though. I
No, that was a
adored it.
fun play. Like,
Yeah.
the other option you had was basically like Lake Area and Minish Woods, right? But you didn't
Yeah.
have... Like, you would have been leaving more checks behind there than you were on Krenner, I feel? Like, the ones on Krenner they left behind were with Grip Ring, which, yeah, whatever. And I guess mids for Midari's Mind.
Yeah. I was just hoping maybe I find something, who knows. Find flute, I'm immediately feeling happy.
Yeah, like that's... When you found that flute, we were like, okay, this dip is probably worth it with just that. Let's see if there's anything else.
And then anything else
Like
came.
2 kinstones
Yeah.
behind Clear Rock.
God.
Oh.
If it would have been only one, like only the Swamp Kinstone right before Gleerock, this would have been even worse.
Yeah, no, you had to do Clear Rock, and
You really had to do Gleerock.
the scene made sure that you didn't go much further without doing it. Which I
Yes.
guess is the nice thing about the seed, right? It did actually force you
Yeah.
to go to the places decently fast, while still having a lot of options all the time. I don't know how that's possible, but it pulled it off.
Yeah, this is a very confusing seed.
It was
Yeah.
nice in the most evil ways possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
like you
makes
basically
sense.
had to
Yeah.
go mode Palace, for example, which is always
Yeah.
nice. But you also had to full clear Game of Flames, which wasn't an element.
This DHC was nicer than Palace, in my opinion, but that's just...
Yeah, the DHC was nice.
Oh, DHC was very nice. Like, this was basically optimal DHC layout if you skip King.
I'm not skipping...
Which
King.
neither of you did,
No one's
but...
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't skip King.
you don't
That's
skip
just-
King.
That's just it's
But technically, if you get
disaster
this
waiting to happen.
layout, that's the fastest you can get DHC to be.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god, this seed, it took... I always say in TMCR, it's better, like, if you're racing, it's better that you last location an early item than a late item.
yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and it showed, like, if I would have last locationed mids and would have find 4-sword, like, how much time that saves alone. My 4-sword and grip ring, oh my god.
You were the first to find Grip Ring.
Yep.
Yeah, that was not great though.
I know!
You also
I
had
would
a
have
weird
liked to find the 4-sword first.
you had a really weird dance around droplets, where you didn't want to enter it. So yeah, what was why? What was up with that? What's wrong with the droplets?
I didn't want it to go in there without flippers for the longest time, because I hate to go in there without lamp, without flippers. And then both is in there and you hate yourself.
Yep.
I don't like going in there without flippers. No. It's... I am also a person that... I don't know, I just can't stand droplets nowadays. Beforehand it was Fortress, now it's droplets.
But then you did decide to go in there, like, before Hype Cave, before getting your element out of Royal Crypt?
I mean, the element out of Royal Crypt, I was debating with myself, because I'm like, I need so many items, even if all items in Royal Crypt would be correct, it would not be enough.
But even, like, you could have just found a Grip Ring in Graveyard, and that would have opened up a lot of things, right?
Yeah, even more checks that I needed at that moment, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you were still looking for a decent number of items at that point.
Yeah, I was... That was more the reasoning why I went into droplets, because... I mean, I found a sword in droplets, and there's always a second sword in droplets. Also, Atlantis should never be underestimated. I did that in the last seat and I nearly lost because of it. So, yeah, this time I didn't want to do it that late.
Yeah. No, I was, like, was more surprised that you went through the dark maze than I could have absolutely seen just getting all the quick underwater checks and then dipping.
Yep.
But, you know, I also
late
get
now.
not wanting to leave them behind.
Wild game of TMCR, as always.
Never gets boring, does it?
Not really.
No.
Oh yeah, we also had Trent. Your routing seemed to get a bit more erratic as time passed. Did you get some secret lessons from Nesman?
Some actually know that I'm I am decent friends with Nesman. He didn't teach me any dark magics yet.
Are you sure?
It's his influence.
You seem to have gotten, like, confusing the commentators down, at least.
Yeah. If you rewatch the VOD, there were a couple of instances where we were both just silently just watching and trying to make sense of things. Yeah, that was a thing.
The item algorithm has no sense in it, so I shouldn't have sense in routing.
I'm not sure that follows, but let's go with that.
Yeah. Good enough.
Well,
Could have been worse.
Hmm?
No? Things could have gotten worse. Or gone worse, I suppose. So, yeah.
I mean, that's basically an empty statement, right? Things could have always been worse in this random.
That too.
With non-element Octo, it could have always been worse.
Oh,
I was thinking that when I saw that on Gleerok, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
yeah, we were hoping for gripping Octo for a while there. And that's probably not even the worst option.
I mean, I would have 100% last location grip ring on Octo, 100.
Yeah, I think that's basically a requirement, right?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
who doesn't last location that?
Nesman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who has any semblance of sensible routing doesn't last location?
Yeah, but well, that means I have to play at least one more match to get into the brackets.
Hey.
I mean, you
More
win,
teams, yeah.
right? You have to play the match anyways.
I mean, yes. We'll be fine. But Nimbus is at least in it for sure now. Or do we hope for a three-way tiebreaker?
Oh
Is
god.
that still a thing that you can pull off in your group? It might be,
I
right?
don't know.
Ooh. Who's the fourth person in your group? Has they played any matches yet? But yeah.
Artemis, Zeka Highwinds.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Let's see. Yeah, I was remembering Artemis, who is tracking this match.
Hello,
Well, it
Artemis.
was with Ogni. But
Oh.
yeah, right. So you haven't played any matches with Zeke yet,
I
right? Is
have
this-
one. I have one against Zeka.
You have one against Zeke. Nimbus has one
Yeah.
against you both. There might be a way to get some weird ties in there,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I lose to Zeke and Zeke beats Artemis or something.
Something
Yeah,
weird
Zeke,
like that.
Zeke wins against you. I win against Artemis, and Artemis wins against Zeke, or something like
Yeah,
that.
we have like
I
a
don't know.
four-way tie or something stupid.
I
Are
don't
you guys
think
doing power scaling?
you can pull off a four-way tie when you have two wins, Nimbus.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Yeah, that
okay.
doesn't
no,
work.
that's not. That's not. That's not how it quite works. No.
Okay. You can get some silly ties though.
Yeah, but I think if there's any possibility of a tie, like Nimbus is still guaranteed to at least get to the tiebreaker match. If not, just move on. Like there's easily the possibility where Nimbus wins and the other 3 of you all tie, right? That's still possible.
Yeah. I don't like it though.
I'm just saying it's an option. You can make it not be an option tomorrow.
Yeah, I just win, right? I feel like Artemis is like not quite happy.
Yeah.
Saw my routing. Oh boy.
Yeah, your routing was it was something.
I mean, this seed required it.
Yeah.
It kind of did. It was a fun seed to watch. And, like, I don't know what kind of seed this is. Like, it felt very fast, pretty much all the way through, even though it was, like, making you do horrible things.
If you commit to the horrible things, yes. It is fast.
Yeah, it could have been really fast.
If I wouldn't have Dingus, the Force Sword, maybe... And the grip ring, of course. Maybe there would have been under 2 hours in, for sure.
Yeah, if you had done the digging cave right when leaving Fortress, right? On the way to Western Woods.
I totally
that
forgot
could
it,
have been,
to be honest.
interestingly fast.
Yeah, I sadly forgot it there, because, well...
There's a world in
Not
which you
gonna-
then pick up the grip ring before flippers, right?
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, there is
Yeah.
a world, but oh boy, that world is small, very small.
Sure, but no, you got the Gusher. You're going to go to Deepwood and maybe follow the Gusher some more. I don't know.
You could.
You could. But yeah, you're not putting off Malari's lines for that long, I don't think. Oh wait, no, yeah, you can't do deep... Well, never mind. What's the... Yeah...
Oh yeah, because the Jabberknot was in sewers.
The Jabberknot was very flippers locked, yeah, no, you don't
Yeah.
actually need to go to Deepwood though. It's like if you try to follow the Gust Jar when you don't have Deepwood access is the thought there, right?
I mean, you
Mhm.
can get Force Sword in Swamp right after Fortress.
Yeah, and then you pick up the Gust Jar immediately, like that's a no-brainer.
No,
And
you
then
don't
you
do
rush
that. Why
Blue
would
Chew.
you do that? You have a lot of checks in Western Woods. You should get your boots there first.
Well, yes, you're doing Western Woods, sorry. Then you're picking up your Gust Jar. Before flippers, for sure.
No, I would go to Malari. I would warp to Malari.
Wouldn't
Malari
warp to
Mines.
town. You know your Gust
I
Jar
w-
is there and you know it's required.
Yeah, but I also know that Malari Mines has a lot of checks.
Sure, but there's 3 other checks with the thing you're required to pick up anyways, and it's not getting faster.
I would still do Malari Mines beforehand.
Okay.
Fine. Do it.
I would.
Fine.
I did. I did. Didn't you see me?
Well, you didn't pick up the Force Source.
See, that was the issue there.
Yeah, I think I did Gushar before Malari's Mines, but I forget.
I think you did, yeah. We were talking, like, Hendris was well set on, like, you having access to Green Shoe, and I was like, no, Nimbus still needs to pick up those flippers.
Yeah, right.
It's an easy thing to
Well,
forget. Usually that's not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
This seed opens up in intervals and then always like half the map kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, the
any
big-
major item you find, it's like, yeah, Here's your flippers, unlocks everything in droplets and everywhere. Here's your boots, unlocks your graveyard. Oh, here are the mids in the middle of fortress.
I mean, it started off that way, right? Here's your cape, go to things.
Not gonna lie, that the cape was that early is so nice. That was the only reason I went even up. I was like, I have everything to make it fast enough. Like, even if I lose some time there and there was nothing in it, the option will always be on his mind. Was my thought process of you had access from it, like since the 20-minute mark.
Oh yeah, that definitely. Like, it's not just from the 20-minute mark. By 20 minutes, you were on Clear Rock.
Yeah, I mean, I had better choice. I had better moments before, but I was like, you know what? If I do it, I do it now because I can maybe recover the time if I lose anything here, right? That was my thought process.
Yeah.
Like, I can maybe recover the time later on in the seed, but I have this out of the way and not lingering on my mind anymore. And then it was required, and I'm like, well.
Then you like found that kill zone, and then Malari just gave you another one, and then there was one on the back door as well. That was the moment where we went from, well, it can't be a jet seed, it's all kinstones required, to, you know, maybe it's still a jet seed.
You know, maybe if you're insane, this is a jet seed, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, with that, I mentioned it before, but shout out to our trackers, Artemis and Ogni, making sure that we had any idea what was going on. Obviously, thanks to both our runners for agreeing to be on here and giving us a great race to watch. Thanks to my co-commentator, Hendris. We're going to be raiding over to the other game that has, like, gas thingy and mids and stuff. That is Skyward Sword Randomizer. There's a tournament match going on ZSR2 right now, so stick around if you're interested in that. And either way, thank you for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.